Top 10 Manhwa where MC is Wizard Magician. Manhwa, a type of Korean comic, has become increasingly popular in recent years. It is known for its unique art style and storytelling. One of the most popular genres of manhwa is fantasy, which often features wizards and magicians as main characters. In this essay, I will discuss the top 10 manhwa where the main character is a wizard or a magician. Starting off with our number 10, Return of the 8th Class Magician. Imagine having a friend to whom you swore allegiance up until the time he became an emperor. You would commit bad deeds and dirty your hands throughout the years merely to aid him in achieving his final objective. However, this friend has just betrayed you and is preparing to murder you. How would you respond? Well, if you are you would most likely be deceased if reality were to prevail. Yikes! Ian Page, the story's protagonist, was able to change his fate at the beginning of the narrative by using his plot armor. Therefore, that is not the case for him. Ragnar, his friend, tried to assassinate Ian but was unsuccessful because Ian killed himself first. Ragnar was aware of Ian because he was a very skilled magician. Great mind. Fortunately, he was able to utilize time magic on the knife he used to stab himself, sending him back in the time to begin this dramatic tale of retaliation. Number 9. Solo Spellcaster. Life is boring. The greatest way to describe Park Dae-hyuk, a regular salaryman, is with this definition. He spends much of his time playing a game, which is probably the only intriguing thing he does. If only the video game could transform the protagonist's life by becoming actual. And yet, this is precisely what took place. Putting jokes aside, this is really a nice manhwa despite the somewhat predictable plot. He suddenly awoken and gained all kinds of strength from the aforementioned game after facing a life or death emergency. What's more is that he had a triple awakening, which has 1 in a billion probability of occurring. It launches his quest to ascend to the top of this magic-filled world along with his newly discovered might. Number 8. The ARCHMAGE returns after 4,000 years. The greatest wizard in history was regarded as being Lucas Stroman. All of this was altered though when a demigod sentenced him after noticing his strength. By this demigod, he was condemned to spend the rest of his life on another planet where he would go insane. He was able to return to his native world after 4,000 years by projecting himself in the body of Frey Blake, an underachieving student at the elite Westroad Academy. This was the least of his concerns, though, as he was more shocked than anything else that even after 4 millennia, the rest of the world had lagged behind in the development of magic. With this, he embarks on an investigation to see whether this is all related to the demigod who initially cursed him. Number 7. The Rebirth of an 8th Circle Wizard. Another tale of betrayal can be found in the rebirth of an 8th Circle Wizard, but this story is unlike any other. Because he was an 8th Circle Wizard, Henry Morris was regarded as a legend. He assisted his friend in uniting a kingdom and ascending to the throne. After all of this, he was executed on the spurious grounds that he had started a rebellion. Later, he found himself in the young body of Henry Morris, a person who shared his name. After having his life reset, he is about to re-enter the world of magic and swordplay to learn all the skills he would need to exact revenge. Number 6. Return of the Frozen Player. The Frost Queen, the last boss, arrived precisely 5 years after the catastrophe that befell Earth. The Frost Queen was finally vanquished by the protagonist, Junho Seo, and the other top 5 players in the globe. These gamers were frozen and fell into a deep slumber just as peace appeared to be on the horizon. But everything should be well now and they have been beaten the final boss, right? Well, you are mistaken in your thinking. They discover that the Frost Queen is only from the first floor and there is a second story to everything when they eventually came to. Moving on to our number 5, Solo Glitch Player. When it comes to the MMO video game Paradiso, Taipung Shin is presumably the most knowledgeable individual. This guy is such a complete nut job that he most likely knew it even before the game's creator did. He once unexpectedly passed away, but being the mad lad he is, he was able to take advantage of a bug that allowed him to be reincarnated. He was put into the body of the rebellious lord of the Frozen province, Jared. This is the first step in his transformation into the lead character of this solo adventure. Number 4. The max level hero has returned. Being in a coma makes a person extremely ineffective. For as long as you are in this state, you are doing absolutely nothing. The protagonist, Davy, is in a similar situation, but he was given a chance. You see, while Davy was unconscious, his soul managed to flee and find refuge at a temple where the other heroic souls had collected. He took advantage of the window of opportunity and chose to prepare himself for a millennium's worth of training. He has now awoken as a hero of maximum level, and this is his comeback. Number 3. Overgeared. Greed, another name for Xing Yongwu, was a novice player in the video game Satisfy. He was rather unlucky, but all changed when he discovered an item of legendary class, bestowing upon him the legendary title of Pragma's successor. This gave him a special set of skills, including the ability to manufacture unusual weapons and gears and carry out blacksmithing duties. He was overgeared, which offered him a lot of advantages but also caused quite a few bothersome issues because of how widely dispersed he was throughout the game. Number 2. Memorize. Hall Plane, a different realm, is introduced at the start of the narrative. The main character of the novel, Kim Soo-hyun, was kidnapped and sent to the realm of Hall Plane after finishing his military training. Here is where the humorous part starts. He endured 10 years of pain throughout his stay in this new environment, which left him hopeless. He was given the Zero Code, a power that, albeit limited in application, can accomplish practically anything after reaching the finish line. What then did the protagonist request? Money? Woman? Power? Not any of these. He requested that he be sent back in time to lessen the pain he had experienced throughout his 10-year voyage. Immediately facepalm, follow Kim as he begins his life for the worse in this tale that will have you giggling so frequently that you could actually lose your mind. And finally, number 1. A returner's magic should be special. The talented magic prodigy Desir and his protracted battle to avert the end of the world inside the mysterious Shadow Labyrinth are the subjects of this manhwa. All of his comrades were murdered though, and as he was prepared to move on, he was suddenly transported back 13 years. In order to protect his loved ones, he is determined to stop anything from happening as a result of the sad knowledge of the future. Ladies and gentlemen, we conclude today's list with that. But before we leave, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. We really work hard to bring you guys quality content, so a little appreciation goes a long way. Thanks for watching and have a great day.